Dear students, good morning. Today I am going to discuss with you the remaining part of chapter Ashoka, the Emperor who gave up war. The title of the lesson is the Ashoka, Emperor who gave up the wars, and the remaining part of your video lecture starts today from here. Ashoka, a unique ruler. The most famous Mauryan ruler was Ashoka. He was the first ruler who tried to take his message to people through inscriptions. Most of Ashoka's inscriptions were in Prakrit and were written in the Brahmi script. In this paragraph, it is told that the Ashoka was a most famous, it means there were various Mauryan leaders like Chandragupta Maurya, but the Ashoka was most famous leader of Mauryan dynasty. He was the first ruler who tried to take his message through inscription, means Ashoka spread his message through inscription. Inscriptions means handwritten, means something engraved. So Ashoka spread his message, means Ashoka whatever want to inform the people, whatever want to give the message of good thing, about good things, about good message, he spread this message among all the peoples of his state through inscriptions. And most of the inscription means whatever inscriptions he has passed, whatever inscriptions were written during the period of Ashoka was written in the Prakrit and were written in the Brahmi script. Brahmi script means just we have the Devanagari script in the Hindi. Similarly, Brahmi script is the script in which Ashoka's inscriptions are written. Ashoka's war in Kalinga. Kalinga is the ancient name of coastal Odisha. Ashoka fought a war to conquer Kalinga. However, he was so horrified when he saw violence and bloodshed that he decided not to fight any more war. He is only king in the history of the world who gave up conquest after winning in the war. It is the time, in this paragraph it is informed that it is told that there was a time in the history when Ashoka decided to give up the war. During his war in the Kalinga, Kalinga is a place, coastal area in the Odisha. After the war in Odisha for Kalinga, whatever he watched, whatever he saw, he was totally horrified with this situation. After the war, no doubt he won this war. Ashoka won the Kalinga war, but after his victory, whatever he found that thousands of the people were died, bloodshed in the field, total violence in the field. He was horrified from this situation. He was terrified from this situation, and he had decided not to fight any more war. After seeing the scene of war field, after seeing the situation of war field, he was totally horrible, totally terrified, and horrified, terrified, and finally decided that he will fight not any more war in future. Not only this, but he has also gave up the conquest after winning a war, means after this, even after winning, he has returned Kalinga to the king of Kalinga. What was Ashoka's dham? Ashoka's dham means what was, dham means here dharam, he is talking about the dharam or religion. Ashoka's dhamma did not involve worship of God or performance of sacrifice. He felt that just as a father tries to teach his children, he had a duty to instruct his subjects. He was also inspired by the teachings of Buddha. Basically, here Ashoka states that we should not worship the God or perform any sacrifice. He was not in the favor of sacrifice. He felt that just as a father tried to teach his children, he had a duty to instruct his subject. He states that it is my duty to guide the people, to instruct the people about good things. He was not in the favor of sacrifice, and he was totally inspired by the teachings of Buddha. Means he was the basically follower of Buddha Dharam, Buddha, Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Swami. He was basically follower of Buddha Dharam and also inspired by the teachings of Buddha Dharam, and whatever good things were stated in the Buddha Dharams, he was totally follower, he was totally inspired by these things, and also tried to spread the message of these good things which are written in the Buddha's inscription which are written in the Buddha's books through his messages. Means Ashoka's total favorable in the good things, that he was not favorable in the sacrifice. He simply felt that it is the duty of his to spread the message of Buddha Dharma's teachings among the people. There were a number of problems that troubled him. People in the empire followed different religions and thus sometimes had to conflict. But when Ashoka tried to spread the message of Buddha Dharma's good things stated in the Buddha Dharma, he was conflicted with a number of problems because there were various people of different religions in his country who opposed this, who were not in the favor, who had not accepted his teachings. Animals were sacrificed, slaves and servants were ill-treated. Besides these quarrels in the family and among neighbors, Ashoka felt that it was his duty to solve this problem, so he appointed official known as Dhamma Mahamata, and who went from place to place teaching people about the Dhamma. Besides, Ashoka got his message inscribed on the rocks and pillars, instructed his official to read his message to those who could not read it themselves. Basically, in spite of various efforts, people who opposed it, but he did not stop here, but continuously tried to spread the message of Buddha Dharma, good things of Buddha Dharma, and he has appointed various officials to spread the message, spread the good things about the Buddha Dharma, and he has written these things, inscribed these things on the various pillars, and instructed his officials to spread the message and tell these things who are not able to read these things. He has written the good things on the pillars and asked his officials to spread the message among all those people who cannot read this message. Ashoka also sent messengers to spread ideas about Dhamma to other lands such as Syria, Egypt, Greece and Sri Lanka. Ashoka has also spread the message of Dhamma among the different countries of the world, Syria, Egypt, Greece and Sri Lanka. He built roads, dug wells and built rest houses. Besides, he arranged for medical treatment for both human beings and animals. He has constructed roads and also arranged medical treatment for both human beings as well as animals.